Hello, Humble Bundle has made a new bundle that is catered toward game developers, especially for Unreal Engine developers. And by Unreal Engine, I mean you can export it from Unreal to be used with other engines. It's made by Freshcan and Yarrow Interactive, and it has three tiers for $1, 23 point something dollar, and 25. You either want the first, the $1 or the 25. The other one doesn't make any sense, to be honest. 25, I think, is a really good price. In fact, I think it's a steal for what you're getting and the quality of the assets themselves. Now, when you buy it, you get a key and an instruction on how to be redeemed on your interactive website. So let's dive in, starting with the Dwarf Blacksmith. Now you may wonder why it's green. Well, it's Shrek-like. I don't know. It has other variations. Don't worry. And it has morph targets that you can adjust to be changed according to what you're inputting. Now these are the different faces, and groom. The groom is not actually a groom. It's a hair card, mesh hair card. Actually, skeleton mesh, and not just static mesh. This is the body and the morph targets, and this is the. It doesn't have the body doesn't have much morph targets, but the head does. It has eye adjustment, left, right, out. It has also squint. As we can see here, I'm looking left, right, and you can, when you're squinting, when you open your eyes wide, of course, for each eye it has such options. We got Joe forward, Joe left, and right. You can adjust it with a slider from -1 to 1. When you can open the jaw, and you can actually close the mouth. It's actually pretty entertaining to mess around with it. And as far as I know, all the assets do have separated head with these morph targets that you can play around with. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. It may be a bit hard to set it up to work, however you want, but the option is there if you want to use it. There's also a combined mesh that doesn't have this, like the face doesn't have these morph targets that you can use if you want it to be less resource intensive. Uh, Also can extrude your tongue. Another, you can also, there is a controller ready that you can play around with. Now notice that this is the size of the dwarf. Like compared to the mannequin, it's smaller. Now the next one is the druid. You can see the high quality cloth, cloth asset, and those are skeletal meshes, by the way, not static. Of course, you can make them static, but you can see the high quality from the video. Uh, Also, one thing to note is that the almost all of them, except for the giant, have masked textures that allow you to change different and colors of different parts of the clothes. As you can see, you can change the shoulder plates in that one, and this one, I think it controls the arm bracelet, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is for the belt, not the belt, but upper body belt. This is for the Now we go to the warrior. There's two warrior packs, and they each have this one has plate, the previous one had different variation, and each of them has different beard, if you have noticed. And of course you can mix match them with different with other dwarf packs. Next is elven civilians. As you can see, different head with morph targets, and the clothes, and the hair. As you can see, what I call a hair card. There, I think it's really high quality, and it's a shame that the elven warrior wasn't included in this pack. This is the giant female version. You can see the quality of the detail of the clothes is really high. Even up close, doesn't lose quality. This is for the giant male. This one's a bit messed up. And you can see the next one is sorceress. And actually, really, I mean, it's a sorceress by name, and she's holding an axe. But you can see the detail of the clothes, really high. I cannot justify it enough. How many times I say it? This is the blacksmith, if I'm not mistaken, a human blacksmith. You can see the clothes, the head, different hairstyle, and different variations. And if you can see, the different colors are controlled by the texture mask that I showed earlier. This is the knight version. And some weapons that we're gonna look separately in the weapon pack. This is the shaman, or what's called. Notice these have the cloths are simulated, so when you're playing you can see the clothes going back and forth. This is the Viking warrior. Like I said, these are not groomed, but really high quality, really well made, excellent quality in my opinion. This is the weapon pack. This is the that was the sword. This is the staff, the hammer for the blacksmith, the sword I think we looked at earlier, spear, and the axes, the large and the small axe. We got the giant weapon, bones, and like primitive, more like primitive weapons. They are also good quality. Next up is the ancient cave ruins. These are the fresh can assets from now. It's really it's okay quality actually. It's good, but it's not. I don't think it's really meant for first person. But you can use it still. It's good quality. I wouldn't say it's the highest quality out there, but it's really good quality. It mainly relies on trim texture. Sorry. And the meshes are not high poly. They are relatively low polygons, and this is the map, and I'm gonna show it now. You can see that the meshes are not high quality. When you add the normal map with the detail lighting, you can see that the details are from the normal map and not the vertices of the meshes themselves. Next, this is the overview of the different meshes. We can see it has many different meshes, although variation is there, but not that much. Next one is the Conifer forest pack. I think there was a Conifer pack free lately by Maui, and this is comparable to it if I remember correctly. The tree quality is really good. The leaves are okay actually. These small plants, this one is good detailed. but the next one, this one is not that much. It's a bit blurry, and there is like some branches here and there. Like these are not that high quality. They are relatively low. There is also, this is just the showcase level. There is like the demo of how a forest is built. This one, it has three imposters, and the some of the small plants do use atlas textures. So, and also as you can see, these are animated using world position offset or pivot painter. You can see the furthest one are the three imposters, and those are not moving. And when you go back and forth, you can see that it changes. Next one is the castle level, medieval castle. Yeah, it's also low poly. It relies on normal map for detail. It does have detailed normal map, so even up close, it's really high quality. These are the missions you get. One gripe that I have is that these missions are not that modular. I mean, you could save much more space by just making it more modular into smaller pieces. Like one for that one arc there was enough, and just the wall you can make it. There are some prefabs ready. It's like four or five, and these are made of that basically. You can see the demo is really large. The For the interior, you have to kind of build a little bit on it, especially for the stair parts. It's not that like interior rich in terms of uh, like space or not. There is space definitely, but it will depend on you to set it up. That's for the towers. And I'm using Unlit, so because it has a bit of trouble with lumen for the light to go inside. This is the interior, like the main build. Uh, okay, that was an error on my part. You can see the interior, and I have to again make it. I'll try to do to move the sunlight to see if it does allow some light to go inside and make it a bit more visible. Nope, doesn't work. Going back to unlit, you can see, like I said, you have to decorate the interior. The next one is the medieval street, and I actually like this one. The quality of this one is good and is modular. Generally speaking, it's modular. But so there's some gripes about the window uses three materials. One like for the frame. I understand the one for the window. It has to use different material, but not for the different one. As you can see, there is prefab. So I prefer if it was only one or two materials max, or just separated. Another gripe is that it has too many material. For example, this one. Like this could have been easily made with either double-sided materials, but no extra. I dislike extra material slots. But this one has interior. You only need props to set it up. As you can see, this is also relatively low poly, relatively. And the details come again from normal maps. This is the demo level of the village. I can see it's well made. Actually, I like the style. In my opinion, it's good. Too bad the clock is not rigged or animated by vertex paint. That's another that area that could have been improved. This is the props that I was talking about. You got wood barrels, basically daily life props. that's usually common. Like workshop, blacksmith, kettle, some chandeliers, candles. I think I said that, some cloth or leather. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Now you can request for these items to be added to your Unreal Engine Marketplace account, but you'll need to fill the form on the Yarwa Interactive website. You just need to provide your email that's associated with your Unreal Engine Marketplace account and the Humble Bundle key. Now, to note that currently some of the assets are not available on the Unreal Engine Marketplace, and the Yarrow Interactive has said that it's waiting for the marketplace approval, and upon it being approved, they will be added like 2 days after the keys have been submitted or your form have been submitted. Since they've done with the previous 2 packs, I'm not doubting their word, since they also confirmed it will be the same for this pack. But like I mentioned, they're waiting for the marketplace approval for some of the assets that are not currently on the marketplace. I hope it benefited anyone, and have a good day.